Go. Go.
And we're recording.
And we're live. Yes, we are.
That's awesome.
Hey,
Vault vibes, Nick. Check out the vault.
Vault vibes,
We've got this.
uncut and unscripted,
Finally.
right? Isn't that what we're
No,
calling
it's
this?
unlocked. Unlocked and
Unlocked.
unscripted.
Oh no, see, we have to figure that out, right? Unlocked and unscripted.
Right.
Welcome to Vault
Unlocked
Vibes.
and unscripted.
Unlocked and unscripted with Nick Cacchione, and this is my pal
Julie Abel.
Good. We did a test run earlier. It took you a little longer to say your name. I wondered if you knew who you were, but you do know who you are. So that's awesome.
There's no feedback this time. I think we're getting these bugs out. There's vault bugs.
I think we are too. There's vault bugs. You know, being that it is, we're working out some kinks here. So this is our first. Hopefully, this is our first good recording that we're doing here. We're welcoming all of you into the vault with us. We're at a vault. You can see I'm in this bank vault here. I don't trust it enough to close the door. But we're gonna vault. I think we'll have to figure it out so we can both be in here at some point, but for right now,
that's okay. But you know what? I'm going to show everybody where I am. I'm right next door to you in the same building, but I'm in the drive-through teller window. So
yeah, and you know what? That's kind of a cool feature too. So I'm from the vault, and you're from the drive-through. So you might get some customers that come through to get some. You might get some customers who come through to get some cash maybe while you're sitting there. You don't have a
honestly, what happened was we had some people come into the bank and ask, this building, and ask if it was still a bank. I thought that was interesting because their powers of perception aren't very keen because there's no sign and there's no tellers. there's no cars. I don't know. It's interesting.
They remember it when it was a bank, maybe, or it still kind of looks like a bank from the front. You know, it has the driveway and everything else. Yeah,
I
could see
heard
that.
Somebody came up to me and said that they were asked to be part of a heist up here, and I'm not kidding you. This was just Saturday.
At this bank.
Yes.
They were asked to be part of a heist. Oh no!
A heist, and his friend. They were teenagers, and his friend was asked to be mic'd so that they can bust the thing, and he was asked to be the getaway guy. Yeah, he was only like a 16-year-old. It's just very odd.
Wow, that's nuts.
There's some interesting history.
You made sure to tell him that there is absolutely no money in the vault anymore, right? Like we don't.
Don't worry.
There's no use in coming. Right?
We got the doors locked. You're good. We got this thing on lockdown.
I didn't pack heat today, so I'm not ready to.
Oh, I did.
I've
got my 9 right here.
Oh, did you?
Strapped, Nick. I'll protect you. I will come running through the door, and I will protect you.
That's why I'm hiding in the vault from you.
There we go. That's right.
I'm going to close the door. Stay safe here.
Yes.
Yeah, right. It's probably bulletproof glass, I would imagine, right? I would think.
It is. Everything, I was told that all the walls and the windows and everything else is bulletproof. And so when they had cubicles here, they had to use like dollies and hand trucks to get them out because they're so very heavy with all of the bulletproofing stuff that they used. So it's quite the history here. And there were a couple holdups, and I can feel that. I don't know if you can feel anything when you're in that vault, but it's
some of that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, and I even noticed when I came in here with my laptop, the Wi-Fi doesn't come through these these walls here, in the vault, they're too thick.
It does not.
Somehow the cell phone waves do. So I don't know what that tells us about the cell phone waves that we all
5G,
use. 5G, right?
Man. Let's talk about these conspiracy theories. I'm in.
Where's 6G?
We've been tagged.
Right.
If I say 5G, I have a feeling we're going to be tagged.
We're going
So
to have a certain following now, for sure.
yes,
Um,
yes, we will.
so just because this is our first episode, and we just wanted to share a little bit of information about ourselves. I'm Nick Cacchione, like I said before. I am a loan officer with Select Mortgage here in
Mhm.
Erie. Um, and so I've spent the last 13 and a half years helping people find homes in this area. I like Erie a lot. I'm obviously a big supporter of Erie, and we kind of want to bring that to you, and share not only some of my expertise that I have in the mortgage industry and housing and stuff like that, but share our enthusiasm for the city and bring a lot of people on. Julie, you want to do a quick intro to who you are and what you're about, real quick?
So Nick and I have been collaborating for many years, over a decade, like 14 years
Mm-hmm.
now, and I am a real estate agent. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
also a hypnotherapist and life coach. And my biggest goal through podcasting and every other social media is to bring people in to find out that they are more powerful than they think they are. They have more empowerment in the
Absolutely.
goals that they are setting out to do, whether it be real estate, whether it be family, whether it be sports, whether it be business. It doesn't matter. We are more capable than we actually accept that we are. So with hypnotherapy and life coaching, I want that message to be out there more than anything.
I
That's
think that's
that's kind of
awesome.
a
And
mission of mine. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I think everything that you do kind of works together, and I hope obviously that comes through with what I do too. And I think that that's kind of why we wanted to do this. We've worked together in the past for a long time with clients, mutual clients and things like that. We've helped a lot of people achieve that the goal of home ownership but more importantly, like you said, just achieving what you're capable of doing, which I
well,
think
and
is
here's what I
awesome.
love about Nick. Here's what I love about Nick, and that's you. I love the
I
fact
love
that you,
hearing compliments. Let me hold on. Let
well,
me cover my face. Let me
yeah,
blush. Right.
there you go. Yeah, I know. But the reason why I love the way you handle people, you educate them. I have my master's in education. I've taught for 10
Mhm.
years. You take my clients and you explain the process. You make them feel safe and you handle what they need to have handled and you educate them in the process. No, people maybe buy a house or sell a house like once or twice in a lifetime. If you
Mhm.
move a lot, that's a different story. But this is not something that people readily are good at, I guess,
Right.
and that's why having an agent to sell and buy for real estate is amazing. But having a loan officer like yourself stop what you're doing, drop everything, and help them. It gives people a peace of mind. And I like when my clients are handled with compassion like that. And you do
Yeah.
that. So
Well,
and it's
thank you.
hard to find people like that in the business world, Nick. It's
It
usually
is.
with business your numbers, what's the bottom line. A lot of people are incapable when they're very good at that to be compassionate,
Right.
and you have both, and that's a hard find. So I appreciate that for
I
sure.
I always appreciate those good words, and you know that
It's the truth.
you know I've always
I don't lie,
I've
man.
always
What's up? I don't lie. I'm not being
I've always
fake.
I've always appreciated you as well. I mean, you're one of the good ones for sure, and if not my favorite. But
Aw,
I don't know. Can I
thank
say
God you
that?
said that. No, you
No.
can. I'll give you the money later. So
There are
appreciate
many
that
that I
plug.
like, but no,
Yeah,
we've become friends because and I think that that's what obviously adds to that is we have become friends through this, and it's
yeah,
something and that's why we're here. And it isn't just transactional. It is a friendship that has you've gone to you've done a lot more with like the hypnotherapy the last few years. There have been times where we've done a ton of real estate over the year, but we've remained close. We do our our little meetups at Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings,
Wait, who's our
if
server?
you
She's
want to
amazing.
sponsor us.
Let's
Um,
let's plug the server. Who is she
yeah,
again? What's her name? She's awesome. But the point of the matter is
we
that
should definitely have her come on the show one of these times, or we could take it on the
well,
road.
right. And I know enough people in this, and you do too, in this community where we can get people who are like-minded. I mean, I'm trying to do a wellness
Absolutely.
coalition where people are helping people. And and I think that if we get people in here in this building who are going to help people, and I think there's no better thing than to try to get people into a home where they can go at the end of the day and find respite from this craziness. You know, we have so many obstacles in our world that we have to get through, over, around, and you're one of the good guys that helps people do that. And I need more good guys on my team. We are collaborating. Sonny Cummins is collaborating with us to
Hmm.
promote this building. His wife
Yeah.
is a counselor. She's going to be opening a practice here. We want more of this. We want people who are helping people. And if we could get on the show people who have helped our community in any way, shape, or form, and I don't care how small the help is or how big the help is, I want
Right.
them to collaborate on the show, Nick. And you know enough people that have
Absolutely.
made a difference, you know?
Absolutely.
So,
I love the ideas of this building. I think that it definitely it's going to create more opportunities for people. I know that we've talked about doing workshops for people. Buying homes. Having not only first time home buyers. In fact, one of the ideas, and I think we'll maybe do this in the future. Sonny and I had talked about, and Julie too, about doing a home buyers anonymous, sort of like that. Um, you
perfect.
know, like
Amazing.
instead of like Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, right?
Yeah.
Come,
Hi, my name is
come
Sunny
and
Cummins.
right. Hi, my name is so and so. I've been looking for a house for 8 months. I've lost 13 houses with
Yes.
offers that don't work. And then finding ways to maybe help those people, with tools that we have to make them more competitive, to
Yeah.
find maybe loans that maybe they can borrow a little more money, or finding a program
Hmm.
where maybe they don't have to put as much money down. Just things like that, and just some of that
Yeah.
hand holding that I think is important. So that's just one of the ideas, and there's lots of ideas, and this show, we want to
Let's
share all that
de-escalate.
stuff with you.
Let's de-escalate. Let's de-escalate what's going on out there. Look, what you're offering now is loans with a 7% ish, somewhere in that range. That's
Give or
what
take
I
on the day.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I bought my
Right.
house 35 years ago, and it was a higher mortgage rate than that. And
Yeah.
so you didn't see us, running away from that idea. I didn't say, hey, I don't want a house because the interest rates are so high. At the time, those were considered low interest rates. Just because
Right.
pre-pandemic they were 2.5, that's an anomaly. That's not normal, So like
We'll
everyone
never see
just
those
let's
again.
de-escalate. Yes, let's de-escalate and realize that we're back to, I think, back to more normal
We
than this
we
is
are
like every
we are.
yeah, everyone freaking out. Everyone freaking out. This is just, again, the media controlling, a problematic situation, making people believe that they're in danger. And
Yeah, I
you and
wouldn't.
I are here to make sure people don't feel like they're in danger, because this is all bullshit. Pardon the French. Okay, I mean, we can
That's
we
why
can use our
we're
money to
unlocked and
we can use our
unscripted,
money
because
to
we can talk like
we're
that.
unlocked and unscripted. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Right?
I mean, but the
You're
point
right.
is that
You're right.
you got it figured out. You got it figured out. These people need help. These people need to not feel so scared. And 7% is nothing, people. Thank you.
It
Rant
isn't,
over.
and
Rant over.
I know. I bought my first house 6.5, and I was, that was,
Yeah.
it was about 16 years ago or more.
Yeah.
And even then, I remember I bought because people told me rates were low. So
Right.
single digits historically aren't terrible. My parents were double digits in the early 80s, and things like
Correct.
that. So,
Yep.
um, you
And you
know,
help me
um,
refinance to
I,
even lower rate. Like people can refinance. There's that option. You helped us refinance for a lower rate too. So, if
right.
we could just de-escalate, let's de-escalate people.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like if I
Let's
get people to
de-escalate.
feel more empowered, yeah, that's the theme. If I could get people
I
to
think
feel
it's
more
huge.
empowered, let's get people in here to feel more empowered and de-escalate what's out there, the bullshit that's out there. Let's de-escalate this. People are more
100%.
empowered than they
I
think. Yeah.
agree. I agree. I
Yeah.
think that, I know one of the bigger issues is there just aren't a lot of houses out there. And I know that that's one of the things that people worry about. And that's what's kind of driven, prices up and things like that. And affordability is tough. But the thing
Yeah.
is sometimes all it takes is switching a mindset. And I've already kind of seen
That's
that.
right.
Um,
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I
you're
do.
right.
I'm a hypnotherapist, by the way. Yes, I'm
Right.
a Howard Hanna agent, but I'm also a hypnotherapist. Where's the other thing? Oh, there's the hypnotherapy
Right.
license or certification. But I mean, and that's the thing. It's like what you just said. Exactly what you just said. Let's switch the perspective. That's what
Mhm.
hypnotherapy is. We're going into this with this negativity belief system, this negativity bias, this limiting belief system where
Right.
we all of a sudden think that we can't. If you just put that
Right.
mindset and reverse that and see what the things that you can achieve and accomplish, you'll have your house in no time. You just
Right.
pre-approved a
Right.
person. I did an open house. I called you on a Sunday afternoon, Nick, with
You did.
buyers and sat them down and you looked everything up and you pre-approved them on a Sunday and sent them their cost sheet and everything. Who does that?
Hmm.
You do.
Right.
And I
Right.
do.
Right.
And
Right.
on top of it, they needed counseling about what they can and can't do. And look, you have more power in your control than you thought you did. Now you're pre-approved. You could go look at
Right.
houses without any problem.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
That's the
And
kind of crap
that
that
it
has to
is.
happen on every, and I'm not talking about real estate only. I'm talking about any job that you have, anything that you're trying to do, anything that you do with your family. You have to believe somewhere in your heart that you can and you will. Simple as that. And it's not. It sounds cliche. It sounds juvenile, but it's not. What has happened to our American dream? What has happened to the belief that we are human beings and can accomplish so much? I
Wow,
feel
you're
like
getting
it's
deep on our
lost.
first show.
Nah, hey, listen,
Let's.
listen, listen. The media has done this. I won't even get started on that. Let's just,
I no, and
let's just.
I think you're right,
Media is
and
the
I
devil.
you don't know how many people come to me with things that I heard blah 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 on the news today about the mortgage
Yeah,
industry.
get out of
I heard
here.
rates were going lower or higher, and most of the time when they say something like that, it's not true, or it's
Yep.
maybe just a version of the truth, or something like that. So I think that that's a big thing, and every once in a while, I know I make a lot of videos like on my TikTok and Facebook and stuff like that, and I incorporate a lot of humor with it. But at the same time, every once in a while, you'll see that I kind of break it down and I do more of a hey, here's what's really happening type moment. I did it about NAR with the new rulings on that. I did it back
And you
when
know
they were
what? That's
changing the
another thing.
pricing for things.
I hate to. I'm not going to I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but that's another thing. Right when this crisis is happening, doesn't NAR
Hmm.
have to defend itself to the whole entire world
Right,
about that? Like, okay, people, you just negotiate everything. And that's been something that we've always
right,
done. Whether or not you do it now or later or whatever, it's something that's always been a negotiable thing, which is not something to be scared about. Again, why
right.
is the media controlling everybody's fear factor here? You know, this is where
Well,
we do have to get deep, Nick. Sorry,
this
we
is where
do.
the podcast. This is why people are doing these podcasts, because it gives people a
Yeah,
voice. And
true.
for we can dive more and more into that stuff. We could make this an hour show and not even touch on all of it. So
I know.
I know I know that for those of you who have made it to 19 minutes with us here,
Yeah.
for that aren't
Woohoo!
necessarily right, that maybe aren't, just real quick. Let's do. we always banter, right? So so I have to say,
Uh-oh.
one of the weird things, we talk about the city of Erie and stuff like that, and we talk about, everything and the relatability to the city. So I'm a West Sider. I grew up on the West Side. The furthest east, typically
West
I did go to
Side.
Mercier's, right?
West
I did go to
Side.
Mercier's Prep for high school, which isn't even that far east, right? It's, a couple blocks from State Street.
Wow,
Um,
it's East
but
Side. It's all East
right.
Side.
But
It's
when
all
you're
East
on
Side.
when you're a West Sider, you even view like Glenwood as East Side, really. I mean, it just
Because it
seems east.
is.
Um,
East
but
Side.
coming over here, it's like uncharted territory, like, really. And
It's
it
great
is it's
territory.
I
Feel it, my
know it's
friend.
so weird.
Feel the
If you don't
vibrational energy.
if you don't know where we are, we're over on East 38th Street,
Mm.
it's the Ascend Wellness Center, and it's right across the street from like Joanna Connell, right past the East Side Tops Market here,
And Gary's flower
and
shop, by the way. Gary's awesome.
I wonder if Gary would maybe pitch in some flowers to freshen up our vault.
Oh my gosh.
You
It
know,
needs freshened up. Yes, the vibrational energy in there needs to
freshen.
be defunct. Let's get some
to
flowers in there
to
from Gary.
beautify it, make it
Gary!
look
Hey,
nice.
Gary! Okay, I'll go over there right after this and ask him to beautify and defunk
Yeah,
the vault.
let's cross market. That was a big thing. I
Yes,
always like cross marketing with people, and that's
that's
something I
right.
think that we should do. We're here to support all of you other Erie folks.
The community,
Um,
absolutely.
what about so being a West Sider? So just touching on that, that was something that touch on it briefly. So you're from the Iroquois area, Lawrence Park. You've kind of
Absolutely.
lived there your whole life. Do you is it the same for people on the East Side? Like, do you feel like the West Side's another world, or is it
No.
because the West Side has a lot of like the commerce and businesses that it's kind of just it's sort of necessary to just come there?
No, because look, I mean, okay, we'll start with real estate. Harbor Creek's been hot, always is hot,
It's
still is hot,
booming.
will always be hot. Like literally, if you have a
Does.
house in Harbor Creek, which I do, by the way, I have a listing in Harbor Creek,
It's
you're
very
gonna
nice
sell.
listing.
It's a very nice
Yeah.
listing, and you're gonna sell. And honestly, it was like that pre-pandemic, and it's gonna be like
Mhm.
that. Harbor Creek is very, very hot right now. Um, I am a Lawrence Parker. I swear that if I left Lawrence Park, I would fall to ashes to the ground because basically I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm a vampire because
Vampire.
anyone who lives in Lawrence Park knows that you come back. You can't
It does
leave.
seem like they do, and
So
I know we've worked with a lot of people I've become an honorary Parker basically by
you
virtue
have.
of meeting
They
people
all know
through you
you.
and helping people through you.
Yes.
I've done you know uh, probably it seems like thousands, but probably close to I would say almost 100 row homes probably in the
Oh, at
last 10
least. Yeah.
years or so.
Yeah, that's all I ever
Um,
did. That was my bread and butter when they were
right,
$65,000 at the time. Now they're over
right.
100. Don't get me started. But
Well, and that's
we're
yeah,
we're
and we'll
close to
talk more about
everything. We're
that
close
obviously,
to
but yeah.
Yeah, we're close to all of the things. You could just jump on 90 and you can just like it's only 6 minutes from here to there. And honestly, um, there's Penn State Barron, there's Mercyhurst College, Mercyhurst High School, there's Harbor Creek, Northeast, Iroquois. We're all here over on this side of town. And it's not it's in Erie everybody says, "Oh, over 20
I
minutes is
know.
too
I
far."
know.
Too
I
far.
know.
No, it's not. It's not too far. We're all the same
Leave
people.
it to you to put a positive spin on it. I was just kind of joking around, but you you support your your side of town. I
East
I
side.
like it over here
East
too. No, it's
side.
great. It's just sometimes, yeah, it's easy to just kind of get
Also,
stuck on one side.
also, right up there in Knowledge Park is Erie Brew. Erie Brewing Company is amazing. I am a Mud Club member, and it's awesome there. So
I think we got to work on some
that's right.
sponsors.
We
Um,
do. We do.
so,
They're good people.
well, um, I guess if you don't have anything else to say for today, I mean, well, I have a
Oh, I
million
have so
things to
many things
say,
to
but
say, but
right,
it's you got to set the timer with me.
we
So
gotta we gotta set it short. So we're going to typically try to keep this in the half an hour range. We hopefully you stayed with us. We're almost at 25 minutes here. Hopefully this comes out to the airwaves and you see this. We're very happy to have you with us, and we hope you join us on this journey as we develop more and more into this role. And find our footing, with this, and find our voice, and hopefully become one of those voices with us as well. And we're always open to all of that.
Remember, you're empowered, and we're here to help you do that. Okay, that's awesome.
So this has been Nick Cacchione with
Julie Abele.
Vault Vibes,
Vault Vibes,
Unlocked and Unscripted.
There you go.
Join us Thursday mornings for new episodes every week,
or Wednesday.
Well, they don't have to know that's when we record it, Julie. Anyway, we'll see you later. Thanks for joining us.
Point.
Bye-bye.
Good point.
It's put a lot of pressure on me to load it on Wednesday night. It's going to be Thursday morning when it comes up.
Good point. I never thought of that. I was really proud of myself, Nick, because I spilled a full bottle of water on the floor.
You didn't even make a big deal about it?
I didn't. Wow. Oh my God. And it got all over the floor. I'm like, listen, hear that? That's a puddle.
Yeah, oh no.